Hey!
Welcome to another episode of the Moorehouse Show.
Today we're joined by Kate Jansen, and we're at the beautiful Raleigh Convention Center.
I'm Casey House, your local realtor.
I'm Jayson Moore, your financial ambassador, senior loan officer with Cross Country Mortgage.
Come check out our new episode.
Check it out. Hey, so today we're joined by National Sales Manager Kate Jansen of the Raleigh Convention Center.
Hey, how are y'all today? Glad to be here.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, so I have been with the Raleigh Convention Center for over 10 years. I've done roles from event management, catering sales, and now I'm on the sales team here at the Convention Center. So I've been in Raleigh for over 15 years, completely fell in love with the city when I came here for NC State, and it kind of hooked me. I mean, look at this town. I love it. It's great. So I love being able to talk about Raleigh every single day of my job and get to meet folks like Jayson and talk a little bit more about what other folks are doing in Raleigh. So thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us. Kate, so what advice would you give to some of our viewers about being a better leader professionally?
Professional leadership is huge. There's no better way to do it than get involved with your local associations. One of the huge ones and how we met was the Raleigh Chamber. So they have so many great programs. There's the young professionals, and you can even be in that into your mid-30s, which is huge because there's a lot of folks out there who don't think they're a young professional, but they can still benefit from that networking and that education. And then their annual events are great. They have a lot of one-on-one opportunities to meet with other professionals who, grab a coffee with them in the morning. And you can learn a lot just from that, those conversations, and being able to learn, how they're managing, whether it's HR issues, whether it's crazy events they had to deal with, maybe like the Bluegrass Festival moving into the hurricane, or things like that. Another big one for me is getting involved on boards and volunteering. So volunteering can be as simple as going out after a hurricane or a big storm and picking up all the sticks and leaves and debris. I remember doing that after the tornado came through and devastated a big portion of downtown Raleigh, and I met a lot of people that way. And then from there got more involved in some of their causes. I also serve on some boards nationally and locally, and those have helped me a lot because then I'm seeing how other people are dealing with relevant issues in the workplace and in our industry, and that's really helped me grow as a leader because I can see how they've helped develop their board, maybe as the president or vice president, and how they're managing and keeping those board meetings on track and keeping everybody getting to know each other even in a virtual ways.
That's sound advice.
Yeah, thank you.
So I'm guessing you get to go to a lot of other fun cities in this type of job. What is one thing, or maybe more than one thing, that you think is so unique to Raleigh that makes it the best?
Yeah, well, I do get to travel to a lot of cities and destinations, but I'm always talking about Raleigh when I'm there. And one of my favorite things to talk about is our passionate minds and passionate people. I mean, we are in the South, so we have that hospitality here, but we have so much intellectual knowledge. We've got those 3 Tier 1 universities right near us, with NC State being the closest. And because of that, the professors and the knowledge and the ability to have them be speakers or come talk about any topic is really neat. And that adds so much value to a lot of our conferences because we have those subject matter experts right here in our backyard.
Oh yeah, that's great.
So let's talk about some adversity that you were facing recently with a hurricane coming through the city. The wide open Bluegrass Festival had to be moved inside. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, this was actually the second time we've had to do that, and luckily we have such a great team. Like, everybody came together, and we had a little bit more time to do it this year than last time in 2015, where we made the decision like 24 hours out.
Oh,
we made the
gosh.
decision on a Tuesday to move an entire street festival that was over the weekend, Friday and Saturday, inside. We have some amazing partners within our team, but then also externally. The International Bluegrass Music Association was phenomenal to work with, and all of our supporters and our presenting sponsor with PNC and Pinecone and everybody who worked on the event was great. We got together in one room, and it was a lot of, what can we do, how do we make this work? Here at the Convention Center, we have a whole complex, so we utilize not just our building, but our Performing Arts Center too. So we were able to use Raleigh Memorial Auditorium, which is a 1900s old theater, beautiful property, to host everything that would have been in Red Hat Amphitheater. So we moved that inside away from that hurricane because it was windy and it was rainy and it was rough to be outside. And then the whole festival we moved inside this building. So down behind us you see our exhibit hall space. So we moved every single street vendor down into our exhibit hall. We didn't lose a single vendor. We actually were able to bring in bigger, cooler vendors, like they could bring in their vehicles and stuff like that, that we wouldn't have had space for on the street. And then all of our breakout rooms, like 306 right behind us, housed one of our big stages. We had every performer inside, away from the elements, so it worked out really well.
That's really managing through the storm.
Yeah, for sure. It worked out well. I mean, there's no real other place I'd rather be during a hurricane than our building.
Kate, so what are some of your favorite things to do in the city of Raleigh?
Oh, that's easy. Okay, did you know we have 22 James Beard nominated restaurants?
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Eating is my favorite thing to do in Raleigh. There's always a great restaurant to try. And also I'm a runner, so all the Greenway trail systems we have, I definitely take advantage of those. And then it gives me more of an excuse to even eat more of the great food we have in Raleigh.
No, I love it, love it.
So Jayson asked you my favorite question, and I'm just going to have to expand on it. What are your favorite restaurants in Raleigh?
Yeah, because we love to eat. Yeah,
Yes.
so there's so many good ones that have been nominated, but some of my favorites are Crawford & Sons and Jolie. Jolie's great. I mean, that rooftop space, I love that too.
Yes.
Speaking of outdoor space too, Barcelona Wine Bar is great, although it's not super Raleigh owned and operated. It is a chain, but it's a local one still that we love.
Yeah.
And Garland, I love that restaurant so much. I'm really sad to see Cheaty close, but I'm excited to see what comes next.
Yeah, it's going to be not far from 5 Points near your place, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Yep.
Kate, thank you so much for being on our show today and hosting us in this beautiful space. As some parting knowledge for all of our viewers, what is your most favorite storefront in downtown Raleigh that people could check out that's opened recently?
Yeah, there's lots of ones in downtown Raleigh I love, but one that just opened is Decree. So not everybody knows about them yet, but they can make you your custom letterhead for the holidays, help you with your custom cards, a lot of great stuff to go check out there.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much again. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.